Hey y'all, alrighty. So I'm out here in the garage working on the Barracuda on the slant six, and as you can see, I've got the rocker shaft on and the rocker arms on. It's tedious, and it does take a little bit of time to get them all on and get them in the push rods. But that's the main thing, is to make sure you get your push rods fully seated down in there. Okay, so we'll get this arranged here so you can see. I think you can just barely see down in there. Yeah, you can see the push rod goes all the way down into the lifter body down there. See? Yeah, there we go. Which we got to have it all the way up here, contacting. This is the ball end. The other end is this is the cup end. Sorry. The other end is the ball end. Now, I went ahead before I did all this and I checked my manuals. Most all my manuals were saying 50 foot-pounds on the torque. Then I got to checking with my 1964 Plymouth and Valiant manual, and it said 50 initially, then go back and torque to 65, which is what I've done, and that's why you see a cross here. Okay, so 50, 65, you get the picture. Yes, you do have to have patience doing this because there's just a lot of bits to it, and I'm a little concerned right here. I've got these saddle washers. This one is wider than the rest of them, and I'm thinking I'm going to remove it or trade places with it to this one here. I don't know. This one right here. But there's a long bolt goes in the back and at the very back here. So make sure that when you start tightening these down equally, you want to start in the center and you want to start going down, tightening them down, running the bolts down equally all the way down. You don't want to run this one all the way down and then, you don't want to run like this end one down here to 30 foot-pounds and then come over here and start on this one, or maybe jump over to that one. You want to try to pull it down nice and even is what you want to really try to do. But yes, this saddle washer here has got this little projection coming off of it right there, and I'm not sure. It was on the engine, and but it's just like it's really kind of in the way everywhere I put it. So I'm going to try swapping it out with this middle one here and see if it fits right there, because I have forgotten where exactly it went to. I know it was on the engine. I do know that. So, all right. I'm going to get my socket and my probably ratchet. No, wait a minute. It's finger loose. So here we go. We'll get you right here. Well, I said we'll get you right here. Well, son of a gun. This is a little harder, easier said than done. So, yeah, okay, this thing's not going to work right there because my push rod, these can both slide over a little bit. So that might work right there. But these saddle washers, all of them, not all of them, but if you notice like this one, there's no projected ends on it like this one does. This one has this projected end on it right there. So it's just something to look out for. It's one of those little details. Oh, I had to do a little welding on my exhaust pipe there, the flange anyway. What happened is this was welded, but it broke loose and it got bent up. I straightened it back up and I welded up this gap right there. Keep it from leaking because I could see air or light through it. And there was this large gap right there, and I could see a little bit of light through it. So I welded that back up. The little heater hose, bypass hose, that what I did is I just set the head down on it, and I had to just work this up on here. I would do this. I didn't do this, but this is what I would do in the future. Set this down on here. Put a couple of bolts, head bolts in your head. Then work this up onto the nipples. Okay? All right, because I used a screwdriver and got this pushed and pulled and got it to go up over the nipples. But you can do it however you want, of course. But that's what I did. Or that's what I'm going to do next time. What I did this time is I torqued the head down completely, and then I came back and I worked this up over the nipples. It's, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. If that's what you feel comfortable with, then do it that way. If you don't, do it a different way. It's your car, it's your money. You make the decision, you make the call, you do it your way. There we go. All right. So I'm going to back this one off because I've got a little alignment problem. Back them all off, really. You might be wondering why I'm not using an impact. I don't want to use an impact on an open engine because of the fact that when you do, the impact is vibrating and jarring and moving, and it can knock dirt down into the engine, and I don't want to do that. So right, so okay. Now when you're running these down, you're going to realize you got cam lobes that are up. Some are up and some are down. And some are at the very, very top of their There we go, finally. Now also too, you want to make sure that the tips of your rocker arms are lining up with the valve tip, the tip of the valve. If they're not, you need to be checking those washers, make sure they are where they're supposed to be. If you have one of these like I was just talking about, that can be a problem. Okay, just checking the push rods, make sure they're up there where they're supposed to be. Yeah, okay, that's looking good. That's looking good, okay. I'm gonna start in the center here. Run this bolt down just a little bit. Also, you're compressing some of the valve springs too, so this engine has solid lifters, so the lifter plunger or the push rod isn't sinking down into the lifter because there's really nothing for it to sink down into. The torque that it calls for is 30 foot-pounds on these. So, now, another little thing, I went through and cleaned the inside of this socket up. Yes, it's an impact socket, but it still does the job just fine. These are 9/16 heads. So, I'm going to get my torque wrench, and I will be right back. Okay, so I was just reading this here. Install the rocker shaft bolts. Install the long bolt at the rear of the engine. Let me do that again, okay? Let me zoom in here just a little bit, okay? Install the rocker shaft bolts. Install the long bolt at the rear of the engine, tightened to 30 foot-pounds. However, let's go up here. Install the rocker shaft retainers between the rocker arms so that they seat on the rocker shaft and not on the extended bushing of the rocker arm. Being sure to install the long retainer in the center position only. So we're learning together here. The rocker arms and shaft assembly must be installed as shown in figure 10. The flat on the end of the rocker shaft must be on top and point toward the front of the engine. This is necessary to provide proper lubrication to the rocker assemblies. So let's look here. What do we have? How about that? How about that? Right there is that flat they're talking about right there. So I don't feel a flat here on the bottom. That's what they're talking about. So there we go. So it's at the front and it's pointing up. So there we go. Now, just in case I've got it wrong, just in case, let's check the back one. Give me just a second, get that bolt out. Okay, we're here at the back. I removed that long bolt that goes at the very back, like it said in the manual. Look there. There's no flat spot on the top of that rocker shaft. If I feel, there is nothing. Let you all see it there. It is just perfectly round on the back end back there.